Fourth, if there is one skill that can change your life and lead you to experience inner peace, that skill is the art of letting go. The art of letting go is the most important skill to learn in your lifetime. If you learn this, you will have less stress, more happiness, better relationships, and you'll also be healthier. So keep watching to learn how to let go of all that you are holding on to. You see, in our minds, we have some images of how things should be. For example, when you think about your childhood home, you may have an image of it being happy, or you may have an image of it being full of fights and arguments. Both of those images are in your mind. Reality is that your childhood home was just a physical structure with 4 walls and a roof. It was your interpretation of what happened inside that made it into a happy place, or an unhappy place. Reality is that 99% of the things that you think about do not actually exist outside of your mind. We have thoughts like, I wish this was different, or why did this happen to me? But the truth is that you cannot change the past. And even if you could, that doesn't mean that you would be happier. Because what you think is bad might have led to something good later down the road. In fact, when someone is suffering from a chronic illness, researchers found that they actually have a higher level of happiness than people who don't have any health issues. They have to let go of their ego and accept what they have, so they focus on the present moment. What this means is that we shouldn't waste our energy thinking about things we cannot control. Instead, we should focus our attention where it can make a difference. You have to understand that everything changes. Nothing is permanent. One day you will be happy, and the next day you might be sad. That's just how life works. The only thing that remains constant is change. Now, here is the problem. Most of us get stuck in the past or future. We start thinking too much about what has already happened or what might happen in the future. And this excessive thinking is what creates our suffering. Let me say it again. It is not what happens to you that causes you suffering. It is how you interpret what happened that leads to your suffering. You have no idea how strong you are until being strong is the only option you have. When you are forced into a situation where you have no other choice but to move forward, you will move forward. You will find a way to adapt and survive. You have to understand that you are stronger than you think, still. And sometimes you need to fail, fall, and get hurt in order to wake up and realize how strong you really are. Most people hold on to grudges and traumas because they want revenge. They want to punish the person that did them wrong. They want to make them suffer as they have suffered. But the truth is that you will not get that revenge. Even if you get that revenge, it won't make you feel any better. Instead, it will make you feel worse. Revenge is never the answer. 2. Why? Because you are literally punishing yourself by continuing to hold on to anger and hatred. It's like taking poison and hoping that it kills the other person. The only person you are hurting is yourself. So let go of the desire for revenge. Understand that we all make mistakes. We all have done things we regret, and deep down, we all want to be forgiven. A lot of us are holding on to the past because we are afraid of the future. Afraid of getting hurt in the future, so we build walls around us to protect ourselves. But the walls that you build will prevent you from experiencing any happiness in your future. Why? Because happiness is not somewhere you go. Happiness is something you create. It is something you feel deep within you. So don't be afraid of getting hurt in the future. Instead, be willing to embrace the pain if that means that you will experience true love. Don't let fear control you. You have to understand that both pain and pleasure are temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Even right now, you might be feeling really happy, but in a few moments, that happiness will fade away. So don't focus too much on the pain. Understand that the pain, too, will go away eventually. When you learn how to let go, you will stop comparing yourself to others. Right now, you might be going through a difficult time in your life. You might have lost your job, your business might be failing, or maybe you are sick. But when you look at social media, everyone else looks happy and successful. And this makes you feel worse about yourself. But remember that everyone is going through their own struggles. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if they look happy and successful on the outside, it doesn't mean that they are in a perfect place in life. In fact, some of the most successful people you know are going through a divorce or dealing with addiction. You have to understand that we can only see the highlight reel of someone's life. We don't get to see the behind-the-scenes footage. Imagine you posted a picture of yourself on social media, and you got a lot of likes and positive comments. Now imagine someone who didn't get any likes on their post. Who do you think had a better day? 2. It was the person who got a lot of likes or the person who didn't get any likes? It's obvious. The person who didn't get any likes had a worse day. Now, imagine that same person who didn't get any likes, posting another picture and getting hundreds of likes on it. Now, who do you think had a better day? It is still the same person. But when you look at social media, you only see the second picture. You don't get to see the first picture. This is why you should never compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Another reason why we suffer is because we have expectations. You see, most of the expectations are unconscious. You don't even know what you expect. But when reality doesn't match your expectations, then you suffer. So how do you fix this? You have to learn to detach from outcomes. Learn to enjoy the process instead of focusing on the results. Because once you focus on the results, you will start to compare yourself to others, and that will lead to your downfall. Always remember that wherever you are in life is exactly where you are supposed to be right now. Do not resent the journey. Enjoy the journey. Do not complain about the present moment. Embrace the present moment. Do not try to escape from reality. Face your problems. Trust the timing of your life. Trust that everything is happening for you and not against you. And finally, when you learn how to let go, you will start to take responsibility for your actions. You will stop blaming others for your mistakes. You will stop making others responsible for your happiness. You will understand that you are 100% responsible for your own happiness. No one else is responsible for it. You are the only one who can make yourself happy. So stop blaming others for your problems and start taking responsibility for your actions. This is what separates winners from losers. Winners take responsibility for their actions. They don't blame others for their failures. They learn from their failures and move forward. Losers, on the other hand, blame others for their problems. They make others responsible for their happiness. They are always a victim of circumstances. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by supporting the content. Until next time.